Hello guys, this is Vysh. This is a new series, Vysh Explains. So this will be the episode 1, and these are topics which students have been demanding me to do, which is a little bit sometimes controversial, sometimes sensitive, and sometimes it is not covered in the usual newspapers or editorial or a test series, and it is something which you need to know. Okay, so for interview sake and other discussion sake. So we'll have a discussion on this. So first one is the hijab controversy, which you know is going on since a long time now. It should not have been escalated this much. That is my first personal opinion. It should have been sorted out in the local level itself in the first school when it started, where 4 students were forced to go out of the classroom. Okay, I think in Udupl, a small coastal town in Karnataka. So there, this college is, I think, from 1985. It is their school college, whatever it is there, so 1985, and students are coming without any religious dress code and all these things. Suddenly, 4 girls decided to come here, and all this started. Okay, but they should have talked and settled it in the local level. But it has expanded. It has gone to various schools. It has like people are coming on the street, even see Indian flag kind of thing. They are using it, and so that they show that they are also not in any agenda or something. They want to do it because they like it or they prefer it, and it's part of their essential practices. Like that, many things are there. Okay, so we'll discuss the entire thing, entire timeline. Lot of things to discuss. I'll try to talk little faster so that you get lot of information in a small length of video time. Okay. So here, if you see it, even went to a Hindu-Muslim kind of debate. Each of these photos which I am showing you, I'll discuss. Okay, with the timeline and with the date. It went to the High Court. It went to the Supreme Court, and some people, some of the activists or whoever is protesting, they became like a overnight celebrity kind of thing. So this kind of things are happening. Tweets are coming from various people. Okay, like here, if you see, if the college doesn't reconsider its decision of not allowing Muslim students to wear hijab, then face gherao. So like this, meetings are happening. And here, if you see, today they will ask permission to attend school wearing hijab. Tomorrow they will demand Sharia law. One school, one uniform. Then if you are not following the school rules, stop going to school. So both sides tweets are coming. Okay. Again, if you don't leave the classroom, I'll push you out. Okay. Then here, if you see, Rahul Gandhi tweeted, by letting students hijab come in the way of their education, we are robbing the future of the daughters of India. Okay. So he tweets something like this every time. Then there are celebrities and other people like Javed Akhtar, Shabana Azmi. These people all, okay, they tell personally like, okay, I don't support hijab or burqa, but here it should be allowed or it should be not allowed. So these are people who mostly are like either don't have proper knowledge of the things, or they are having double standards based on their particular agenda and all. Especially these like Sonam Kapoor, Swara Bhaskar and all these people, you should not take seriously. Okay, especially like a serious UPSC aspirant, you should never take these people seriously because they are tweeting just to tweet. Okay, they have no idea about the actual issue. Okay, they cannot participate in a debate or answer questions which you ask logical way. Okay, so they will compare things and ask questions, and they will not even think like this is a school matter. Okay, this is not about the religion matter now. It's about a school and its rules and its education's matter. Okay, and here in Tamil Nadu, they have tweeted like, we hope it doesn't spread from Karnataka to Tamil Nadu, because from school to school, college to college, it is spreading. So that kind of tweets are also coming, interstate things and inter nation kind of things. Okay, if you see, Ministry of External Affairs have strongly replied to a US envoy who told like religious freedom includes the ability to choose one's religious attire and whatever he feels like. Okay, he tweeted something. Okay, so Ministry of External Affairs have told it is our internal matter. You people mind your own business. Don't come and do this kind of tweeting and false support and all. Okay, because they don't know what is the context. They don't know what is the issue. They just like to tweet. Okay, there internally there are many problems between blacks and whites, or any rich class or poor class, or even party versus party. People are killing each other. People are going and attacking the White House. There are problems, lot of problems there. That they don't care, and they are coming and tweeting about India. So these things, okay, I'm telling you upfront, because as an aspirant, you should not be influenced by any of these public people's tweets. Okay, they can tweet all day because they have no other job. Now, why this video? Because I already asked, and many people responded that they want a video. Okay, they want my opinion also on this topic. Okay, because it's a sensitive topic, I was keeping it aside and holding it. But now, because tomorrow, February 16th, again the new verdict, and the schools may reopen, so that kind of things might happen. I thought I'll do the video today. Okay, and also long back before that, I posted 6 days ago, like, what is your opinion? So many people are telling the uniform civil code should come, or many are telling it is their individual dress. So both sides arguments were there. Around 20-25 comments are there, and they are not debating, but they are giving their honest opinion with detailing. Okay, so some people are supporting, liking them, replying them. So this is going on. So everybody has their individual stance, and that is very good. Okay, as aspirants, you should have the ability or the power to take your own stand, and that is how you frame answers in mains also, in interview also. Now, what we will discuss in this video. Okay, so I'll tell you an index kind of thing first itself. How did it all start? So the entire timeline from December to today, February 15, what is the stand? Day by day, I will tell you first the timeline. And also before December, there is an interesting thing. There is a controversy that this is all a planned agenda. Okay, that also we'll discuss. Okay, from September onwards, there is a timeline of events. That also I'll show you. Then the court and government, what they have told. Then essential practice of Islam, whether this comes under the essential practice of Islam. How is it compared with the Sikhs and their beliefs? Then the different types of hijab, niqab, parda, because that also many people till now don't know. Okay, like what is hijab, what is niqab. So that also I'll quickly show everything with pictures. Okay, then is it all a planned agenda? This is by an investigative journalist who have been tracking these students and telling like these students have been planning this since long time, and this is just a part of their agenda. Okay, so that also with the pictures and tweets and everything with proof only I'll show. Okay, it's not like we are taking any stand. This is what is the things you have to know. Then our personal opinion. Okay, like what we feel about this whole incident is what the final thing we'll see. So how did it all start? So December month onwards, you would have noticed this thing coming to news. So in 2021 December, 4 students were denied entry into the classroom for wearing hijab or headscarf at the Udupl Women's Pre-University College. Okay, which I told from 1985 it's there, and now till then no one was wearing any headscarf or even in any religion. They were not following anything. Okay, but suddenly 4 girls came there, so they maybe it's their individual choice. Okay, if they want to wear it, if the school management doesn't have a problem, it should be allowed ideally. Okay, because in Kerala and many states and all, already everyone wears like that and come. It's not a big issue. Okay, but how it escalated, that we'll see. So student first accused the principal that they were made to sit outside the classroom near the stairs and all. That is the first photo I showed you in this video. Then the principal denied all these claims and told this is like a planned agenda. They have some influence of some vested interest group and they are acting as if they are being trained to do this. Okay, so that kind of statement came in December month. Now, after that, they are telling it's a uniformity is what we want, and that is why we told it cannot be allowed. Now, January 1st, a meeting was organized. Okay, so inside the college premises itself, so to decide whether it should be allowed or not. Okay. So it was decided that not during the class. You can wear it and come till the gate, but you have to not wear it in the class. That even in exam centers and all you go, even if it's a gold jewelry or Mangal Sutra, they don't care what you are wearing. They will ask you to remove it because they have to see your face properly. They'll compare it with the Aadhaar card. So that things happens. Okay, in everywhere it happens. Now this one, Karnataka's Chikmagalur area, again, this is saffron scarf boys and girls started coming in. Okay, and they were against the Muslim woman being allowed the hijab. So both sides it started in different colleges. Okay, and January 6th, again, another college it came where again this saffron scarves were there and people were coming and they were telling, and they were also not allowed. They were also thrown out of the school and told you cannot sit like this in the classroom. Okay, so both places schools have taken kind of a neutral decision only. Then again in a PU college in Udupi, 8 students decided to attend class only if they were allowed to wear the hijab. Okay, and then the administration started writing letters to each other. They understood that this is getting escalated. Okay, then they set up an expert committee to discuss on this uniform, dress code, all these things. And the Udupi colleges, okay, they all told maintain the status quo, meaning whatever is there now, maintain that itself till we come up with proper guidelines. Okay, till now nobody were using religious symbols, so till we have a guidelines, follow that itself. The National Human Rights Commission also, they whenever some problem comes, they'll come with a strong statement. Okay, so they also came with something and told like the allegations made in the complaint are serious and in nature involving right to education, so it involves grave violation of human rights of victim students. Okay, so these people again, okay, it's like the outsiders tweeting or the public faces tweeting, they keep telling something. Okay, now start discussing with the Muslim leaders and parents. This is what ideally should have happened in the starting itself, but then finally it happened. Then there is a party involvement. There is a Campus Front of India, a students union, Muslim students union. So that is the controversial thing, which later in the investigation part also I'll tell you. So they started supporting the girls openly. Okay, before it was not openly, now it started openly. Then if you see January 31. The students will not be allowed to wear hijab inside the classroom. We have also ordered that no activism will be allowed in the campus. Okay, so this is the president of a college in Udupi and MLA, and everybody told this. Okay, so this one, if you see, they are standing like this, and most of them is not even in hijab. So that also hijab, niqab, all these differences I'll tell you soon. Then if you see writ petition in the Karnataka High Court, it reached the court now, and the articles I'll show you, Article 14, Article 25, Article 19. These are the things which are now telling like being violated, and the essential part of Islam is being violated. Okay, because Constitution actually agrees that your essential part of religion will be allowed. Okay, in public places, so it should be allowed if it is an essential part of Islam. Now the question is whether these things are actually part of the essential practices. Okay, that is what the lawyers are fighting with each other. Okay, now if you see this again, another PU college closed its gates on students wearing hijab, with the photo I showed you. And one girl was pleading that my class will get cancelled, I want to sit in the class. So that video went viral again in Shimoga district and all. Then here if you see again parties involvement, and they raised it in parliament level now. So in parliament also the discussion is going on. Okay, and they are asking the center to take an action in this matter. So this is already February 4 by this time. Okay, now February 5, a similar incident took place in another college in Udupi, where college denied. Okay, both the hijab, saffron shawl, both were not allowed, and students were asked to return back. Okay, now several students, they started shouting Jai Sri Ram, Jai Sri Ram and all. And if you see, many students were not even students, okay, of that school. They were like in bulk, they were coming, and like it was not a very acceptable behavior the way they protested. Okay, they can be against it. They can also go and file the case in the High Court. They have all the ways to do that. But you cannot do this kind of political activities inside a school campus. Okay, so Bajrang Dal members also started, distributing saffron shawls, and many people who are students and not students in hundreds of numbers started coming and arguing with principal and telling you cannot allow girls to enter. So Karnataka government, what did they do? They told we are invoking 133(2) of the Karnataka Education Act. Okay, 1983 Act. They have a state level act in which it says a uniform style of clothes has to be worn compulsorily. Okay. So this is the invoking of the act. Now the private school administration can choose a uniform of their choice, the government order had said. It said that the students have to wear the dress chosen by the College Development Committee or the Appellate Committee of the Administrative Board of the pre-university colleges, which come from the pre-university education department. So you have a dress code in private schools, so you have to follow that. They have the power to make rules, and government also agreed to that. Okay, because there are other provisions of minority institutions and all where you can set whatever other dress code you want. You want to wear parda, you want to wear saffron shawls, you want to wear any other thing. That's all minority institutions if they are minority in that particular area. Okay, so this is the act or the stance which the government has taken. Okay, now if you see February 7, the students wearing hijab were allowed entry into the campus. Okay, because standing near the gate, and that is again more dangerous, because again these protesters will come, or people will come and trouble these girls and all. So don't stand outside the gate, come inside is what the management told. But they came inside and decided to sit in separate classroom, because they still wanted to continue the protest. They told we will not continue our studies until this is allowed. Even one student told that education is secondary, our hijab is primary. Okay, so that kind of statements came. So this thing, okay, whichever religion is telling, that is actually wrong. Okay, education is always primary and it is needed for your future. Okay, now the petition, it went to the Karnataka High Court. So there the Council of Petitioners stated that wearing a headscarf is an essential part of Islamic religion. That is what they stated. Okay, so the court asked the students and public at large to maintain peace, and added that it would hear the case only on the basis of constitution and not by passions or emotions. Okay, so that's what the court told. And Karnataka state government declared 3 days holiday. Okay, February 9, 10, 11 and all, it was declared holiday, but now again it is extended actually. Now, and these two incidents also you would have seen which went viral, where this Jai Sri Ram kind of shouting was there by group of boys, and against a girl it went, and that girl in return shouts back Allahu Akbar, and also it became a little serious, and then the management had to take that girl inside and then push these boys outside. Okay, because else it would have become a very serious issue. And this also, it's like falsely told, like one Indian flag was removed and all. That is actually false. The video fully is available on YouTube. It was an empty pole where they put this thing, okay, the orange saffron flag, which is also wrong. You should not put a particular identity's flag in public places like this. Okay, you can put an Indian flag, or you can not put anything. You cannot put a public thing. So both places, both sides, it is kind of wrong only. Then a stronger bench, a senior judge bench of 3 judges, if you see, was put. Okay, this Avasthi, Dixit and this Qazi, 3 people judge panel is put, and they are now looking into it. Okay, and Supreme Court declined that. First let the High Court tell properly something. Okay, it's their matter there, state level, so they have to deal with that, and after that Supreme Court will tell something. Okay, only then we'll decide to hear the future things. This is February 10. Okay, now if you see, Karnataka High Court made an oral observation that schools and colleges must be reopened at the earliest, and no religious attire should be displayed. Okay, till they come with a verdict, no religious thing should be permitted, whether it's saffron or whether it's hijab. Now Karnataka government decided like class 9, 10 and all they'll reopen, but other things they are still discussing, okay, with collectors and all these things. Now Indian Youth Congress has approached the Supreme Court against the High Court's observation, telling like how can they come like that kind of stand, okay, when there is no decision made. And February 12 they told like the holidays are extended till February 15. Okay, and whatever is there, okay, the pre-university college they shut from February 9th onwards, that will go till there, and they have told like open, but most of the people are not opening. Okay, and the government has already ordered closure of the degree and diploma colleges till February 16, that is tomorrow. Okay, now we have to wait for what the High Court or this thing will tell on February 16. This is the overall timeline. Now if you see in different countries there are different cultures, and based on that there this headscarf and things will change. Okay, so if you see this is Arabian, this abaya, this is this chadar, this burqa, and this parda. Okay, so this is another term. So this I am telling you because sometimes UPSC prelims people will pick up even these kind of words and put match the following and all. Okay, so this if you see based on how the face is covered, it has a different name. Okay, I can show you more detailed picture so that you understand. Okay, so this is the hijab which is being in the controversy now. Okay, where the face is fully visible, but the head scarf kind of thing, and the remaining portion will be wrapped around like this in the neck. Okay, so this is the hijab kind of thing, and this is the niqab where only the eyes are visible. This is the burqa where this is fully covered, and chador means again it's like a clock kind of thing where you again your eyes is visible, and this is the another this khimar. Okay, covers the hair, neck, and shoulders. The problem is this is the one which is being demanded, but people if you see in protest they are wearing all these kind of things. Okay, fully covered, fully this thing. So that is where the problem is. If you are demanding for something, that thing should be uniformly worn at least by those people who are protesting. Okay, that is what I feel. Now this again, the little more details are there. You can pause and see. Okay, because if you see in Afghanistan also these kind of things where there women were forced to wear either this niqab or this chadar. It's not even hijab. Okay, there it's even more stricter. So that kind of things are there. So global issues we don't have to mix it here, but you should know clearly the difference between things. Okay, this is called the hijab, which is a headscarf, which is actually common. Okay, even in Hindu religion, wearing this ghungat kind of thing or the dupatta kind of thing, it is common. Okay, covering the head is it should be allowed. Now only problem is you are wearing mask also. So on top of that, when you wear that mask, it looks like you are actually wearing this niqab. Okay, meaning only your eyes are visible. So that is where it becomes more problematic. So these are again more detailed versions of each thing. Just for your knowledge, I put this picture. Just pause and read. Okay, I'm not reading everything. Just pause and read this. Now, if you see, Ambedkar's one statement is there, one of the most hideous sights one can witness in India. Okay, meaning somebody is covering their head, or if it's an Islamic veil or whatever, if women are considered lower to men, that is one of the most hideous sight. Okay, let it be whichever religion. And this one book is there, Ambedkar's book, Pakistan or Partition of India. Okay, this is also a GK fact for you. So this book also told the evil consequence of parda are not confined to the Muslim community only. It is responsible for the social segregation of Hindus from the Muslims, which is the bane of public life in India. Okay, bane means the curse of public life in India. So these kind of statements, even Ambedkar, who wrote the constitution, who even wrote Article 44, which is Uniform Civil Code, has mentioned it. Okay, so you should know that whichever angle you look at it, it is not good that people are differentiated in the name of anything. Okay, whether it's dress code or whatever it is, like women and men should have equal thing, and that is where you have to learn from Kerala. Okay, in Kerala they started a student army force kind of thing. Okay, student force kind of thing, a cadet, a police cadet force, you can tell. So there this issue was raised. Okay, in 2018 also it went up to the High Court and all. So there it was told that even if it's Muslims or whoever it is, headscarf should not be allowed. Okay, it is a uniform thing. It is a police force, so everybody has to be in their proper cap and proper uniform. Okay, so this is what the Kerala reform, and even very recently you would have seen in social media the gender neutral uniform which they implemented. So gender neutral, they are actually happy. Okay, so students are happy that now boys and girls are treated equally. It's like this how in professional business world or USA you go, everywhere you go, everybody will be in professional dresses. Okay, there will be no difference between who is a woman or who is a man. Both have equal rights. Nobody has any right to tell like they are lower or they are higher. Okay, so that is why it's a good thing which you can learn from the neighboring state. Okay, this is a message for Karnataka. Now, is hijab an essential part of Islam? So Islam, every religion has their essential practices which actually our constitution allows, or law allows, that you can do it. Okay, you can follow it. So if you see here, this one, fasting during the Ramadan, or giving alms to the poor, or declaration of belief in one true God, then 5 times prayer, pilgrimage to Mecca, these are all very essential mandatory practice, and it's completely allowed in India. Okay, because India is a secular country and it is allowing that. Same like that for Sikhs, if you see, they have this 5 Ks, which this Kesh or Kripan or Kanga or Kada or Kachara, these things. Okay, these things are there, mandatory things, and it is allowed in their religion. Okay, now if you see what the article tells, what the constitution tells, in this specifically this Kirpan's thing is mentioned. Okay, because it is there in their essential practices. So it is mentioned that you have the freedom of free practice, profession, propagation of religion. This is all there. Okay, but Islamic related thing is not here. Okay, Islamic thing means your essential practice can be allowed. Okay, but because you have the right to profess, practice and propagation if it is there in your religion, but this dress code is not there in the 5 pillars of Islam, and that is why it is not specifically mentioned here also. Okay, so that is why this is what Article 25 tells. Whenever you have doubt, right, you have to go and watch the read the articles instead of thinking whatever is there in the public domain or what the news debates are telling. You have to read the article yourself. Now if you see Article 30, So here also we see right of minorities to establish and administer educational institution. So people have every right to start their own school. If it is a minority, they can have their own dress code. It is already allowed. Okay, so people can do whatever they want. Article 19, if you take also, these are the freedom of speech, expression, things which you have. Okay, so this you should see: speech, expression, peaceful assembly, association, freely moving around or residing wherever you want, including now Jammu and Kashmir, it is allowed now. So everywhere this freedom is there. This is Article 19. Okay, now if you see, in there are a lot of reasonable restrictions. Okay, in the name of friendly state with friendly relation with foreign state, or any public order, decency, morality, sovereignty, integrity. And here if you see again, general public or protection of interest of scheduled tribe. And then again, if it's related to some job or industry, any qualifications, and if it's controlled by the state, anything, there can be reasonable restrictions, and it is allowed in the constitution. Okay, it's not like people can do whatever they want. Okay, it is there. A state can make any law, even though there is freedom of whatever you want to do. There are laws and things which is beyond that. Okay, which you can follow and which you should follow. Now, this again was asked to many people, like many clerical person, or many people of the Muslim community, whether this is an essential part. So some of them told, like in the Quran, it is mentioned, and it should not force women to wear it. Okay, if you want it, you can wear it. Then senior advocate told that the hijab is an essential part of the Islam and protected by the very right of expression enshrined in the Article 19(1) of the Constitution. That is what the senior advocate is telling. However, in the Kerala High Court, in case related to some other two siblings demanding hijab in class, had ruled in the favor of the institution, because the larger interest is considered. Okay, that has to be protected, not the individual interest when it comes to schools. So in the Kerala's decision also, High Court decision, it came the same way only. Hijab was not allowed when it came a problem. Okay, so that you can go and search. There are cases like Fatima versus State and all. There are many cases. Okay, now this is the things which is happening, and this is what we commonly see in the entire screen space in the debate. Now a small, like 3-4 slides I will show you, where one side is telling it's a planned agenda. Okay, the complete thing is a planned agenda, and it's a series of tweets by this person. Okay, Vijay Patel in Twitter. He's going on tweeting things, and he's telling, like, I can prove you that this is a planned agenda. Okay, because I told from 1985 onwards this thing is there, and till now no problem was there. Then suddenly how come that too only these 4 girls started all this? So they're telling, like, radical groups, left liberal media, all these people are creating fear psychosis in the mind of Muslims by these kind of issues, and he's indicating towards Campus Front of India, okay, a party. So this is actually, if you see 2009 onwards is there, this is Saj, this is the president, and Bangalore is their headquarters kind of thing. So there is a body. Okay, so if you see a neo-radical Islamist student movement in India claiming to empower and organize students across the country. Okay, so this is the party. Okay, now if you see, it's a student union. Now, if you see September 2021, the Campus Front of India, the student arm, they stated their membership drive-in. They started their membership drive-in colleges, including Udupl. Okay, meaning they want to expand. So obviously they will take all the students, whoever is interested. So September onwards, they have started their works. October, these 3 people, okay, out of the 4, the 3 girls, this Alia, Aisha, whatever. Okay, these people, they started their account on Twitter in October. Okay, together they started their account on Twitter. You can see that timeline, and they started promoting all the CFI's post and hashtag campaigns. Whatever CFI is doing, they were sharing those things. In November, the 4th person also, Aisha, also joined, and they all put their status like hijab ban victim. Okay, now, so this is September, October, November things where they are starting their Twitter accounts. Now, if you see after this lies spoken, that is what he is again, Vijay Patel is pointing out, that one of the victim, Almas, had claimed that they were not aware of any part of this thing. CFI, they are not part of this, they are not members of this, they have no idea about what is this. Only after this controversy came, they came to know about this, and they went and approached it. Okay, this in some BBC interview she had told. Okay, like, we went and contacted after we were stopped from attending classes. Okay, till then they were not aware of what is this party doing, or what is this group doing. Okay, so now if you see, Patel produced evidence of how this people are lying. Okay, so he started showing lot of hashtag and tweets and all. So if you see here, this one, if you see 717, destruction of Kannada language is not just a destruction of language, and some NEP, National Education Policy, one hashtag is there. After that, 718, immediately. Okay, like, we also share a lot of things. We share a lot of things on Twitter. We share a lot, if it's supporting our ideology, like you may be supporting maybe Modi, or not supporting Modi, or supporting any anti this thing, okay, anti-national laws, or this thing, the farmers law, whatever is there. Okay, you will be putting and you will be tweeting, but you 10 friends will not go and do it together. Okay, you will not discuss on a phone call. Okay, let's go and share it. And you will not put like 1717, 1718. Here it is, I think, 930. Back to back, you will not share it. Okay, and here if you see, again 737, and all these things, these hashtags which you see, it's a copy pasted thing. Everything is copy pasted, which was there already in the Campus Front of India at 712. Okay, 712 it started, and then 717, 718, like this. Whenever they post something from November onwards, if you see, whatever they are tweeting, that is also being tweeted by these 4 girls, copy paste. Okay, back to back copy paste. The timeline also you can see 7:13, 7:30, 33, 32, 30. This is what this person is telling. The Vijay Patel is telling, like, this is all a part of planned agenda where they were slowly making issues. Okay, they were tweeting like Babri Masjid will be formed wherever temple is there, and like that kind of things. Okay, whichever is like against Hindutva ideology, that things were there. Okay, and this, if you see, it's retweeted from that leader only, that president of this campus front only. So like this is what he is pointing out. Okay, so I have not personally went and checked all these things. I am not there on Twitter, but these are the things which he is copy pasting. Okay, this national education policy and this attacks on Karnataka. If you see, everything is copy pasted, and the timing is also matching. So this and all is much before the hijab controversy. Okay, so again here, if you see, there are more tweets. So this and all, we don't have to go in detail, but this is a one side. Okay, which I don't want to discuss much. They are telling that this is all pre-planned, and now they all together. These are the exact 4 girls who came and started the hijab controversy. Also, suddenly they decided to come in hijab into a school where nobody was wearing. Okay, now across the world. Okay, I'm just winding up the video. Across the world, if you see, 16 countries have banned all these burqa and all these things because of various issues. Okay, even in big richer countries, developed countries, you see, they are not allowing women to wear these things. Even Saudi Arabian, the prince recently told that this is not mandatory. People don't have to wear it. Okay, because you are going to study there, so give studies importance. Okay, this is your personal thing. You wear it outside if you don't want people to look at you. This, or if your parents are forcing you, you can do all that in other places. When you sit inside a classroom where only your age students are there and teacher is there, this is not actually required. Okay, and you should not especially go and as I told, public people who are tweeting, who have double standards, please don't follow them. Okay, because they will tell according to whatever they like. Because this Malala is actually one person who became overnight celebrity just because she survived one bullet shot. Okay, many people would have been killed by the Talibanis and all those people that time. She survived and immediately she became a superstar. Okay, that night. So I personally don't believe in whatever she tells, because she always tells things only when it comes to India. Okay, whenever Kashmir issue or whenever Karnataka issue, that time she tweets. If it's a Pakistan thing or even the place, okay, the Norway from where she got the Nobel Peace Prize, that country has banned this burqa and niqab and all. So that, about that, she has still now never commented. So her, please don't follow. Okay, because I know some students even come and copy paste her tweets and come and post in our channel and all. Please do not follow public places. Let it be whoever. If it's even supporting Hindu ideology or Muslim ideology, please don't follow this. Okay. So now, personal opinion I'll tell and I'll wind up. This uniform is always important. That is why we call it a uniform. Okay, we never, or teachers or schools never tell tomorrow come in a dress, tomorrow come like that, tomorrow come to school. They will tell come in uniform. Okay, the word uniform itself means everybody should look same. Okay, whether it's you are like rich or poor or religion or caste or whatever it is, inside school you are all same. You should look the same. Okay, seeing you, they should not understand that you are a Muslim or you are a poor kid or you are a SC caste or higher caste or Brahmin caste. That should not be there. Okay, so uniform is always important and the guidelines has to be followed. This hijab and headscarf, ideally it can be allowed because it is there in Kerala since many years and we ourselves have seen it. Okay, so people don't have any problem with that. Okay, for years they are going like that in the programs or university functions, everything, there is no problem at all. Okay, so suddenly when other states, okay, because as I told, other states have their own school rules, it has to be followed. Nobody can change the dynamics of a particular public place. Okay, so minority institutions, as I told, it's allowed. And so students who are, or parents who think that their students should be full-time in parda or full-time in niqab, those people can very well go and put their students there. Okay, but if they are ready to follow the school rules, they can come here also. There is nothing like nobody is being forcefully pushed out or separated. If somebody cannot follow a rule, it applies to everywhere. Like if when you go to an interview, you cannot go fully covered in a parda or something. Okay, you cannot do that. So whenever there is a place, there is a demand. If you go to a passport office, like show your face, show your eyes, retina scan, or show your, to take your photo, if you have to show your face at a particular place, if it's the rules of that place, you have to follow that. Okay, it's a general common understanding. It applies to every religion. Okay, so this may be allowed if school management and local leaders agree. And also in many schools you would have seen, instead of that black headscarf, there will be matching kind of thing. Okay, like the uniform already will have a like blue and white or green and white combination. So that matching color headscarf is allowed. Okay, it's given in Dubai schools and in Middle East and all. Most of the schools have like that. It's not like black scarf they wear and come. Okay, it's like a uniform. Part of the uniform itself, there is a headscarf, and that they can allow. Okay, because that is what developed countries are doing. Even Muslim countries are doing. And again, whatever they allow, they should never allow something beyond the hijab. Okay, meaning that niqab where only eyes are there, or parda, burqa, chadar, which I showed you whole body. This should never be allowed. Okay, that is my strong opinion, that uniform should be visible all the time, your face should be visible all the time. Okay, that is the only thing. But headscarf can be allowed if everybody agrees, that to this matching kind of color. This is my opinion. Okay, anyway, we have to wait for court orders and we have to see. And this Sikhs are allowed turban, and Sikhs thing, as I told, it's already mentioned in the constitution because it is part of their essential practices. But Muslims thinks it is more than the essential practices, it is part of their Sharia law or their hadith or whatever they call it, that particular thing. Okay, so that to prove it in the court is very, very difficult to establish it as an essential practice. Okay, but still, if the local leaders, the rules of the school, they allow it, then they can be allowed. Okay, because there is no problem, I think, because in Kerala kind of states it is happening since years and there is no problem at all. Okay, and personally I feel whatever is there, they should not be forced, whether it's Hindu religion or Muslim religion. The girls should not be forced to cover up just to satisfy their male ego or their male dominance. That should not be allowed. Okay, this is again my personal opinion. And again, uniform civil code, which maybe separate video I can make. Article 44 is there in our constitution in DPSP. It can be a long term solution to bring uniformity. Okay, but that is yet to come, and I don't know whether this government will do that during this election time and all going on. I don't think very soon it will come, but maybe it is there in the future agenda of this government. So you can tell me what are your thoughts. I just tried to gather maximum information in this video, so half an hour it took. It should not have been this much lengthy, but still. Okay, so what are your thoughts? You let me know. I'll wind up this video. Thank you and have a nice day.